Okay, so the other day I saw the sun coming in on this lamp. It was very soothing to me. It was a sunset. The sun was shining in this window and it just cast a really nice hard shadow on the wall. So we're going to try to recreate that today using a strobe because it's obviously raining and crappy. So what I've got set up, I've got a strobe outside the window with the orange gel on it. I may have to tweak it a little bit and see. So we're going to fire that in, and it's going to replicate the orange color of a sunset shining in through the window on that lamp. So the first thing we're going to do is improve our composition by moving all this crap out of the way. Alright. Second thing we're going to do, we're going to test our flash. When it fires, we're going to put the remote trigger on to the camera. Alright, so what you want to do now, you want to make sure there's no ambient light in the room. So you want to turn your f-stop down. I'm at f7.1. I'm going to take a shot. First we're going to take a shot without the flash to make sure that there's no light coming through. Okay, so you can see there's a black screen on there. So now we're going to take a shot. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And I'm going to fire it off. So right now I can see, I don't know if you can see that on the screen, it's still a little too dark and the shadow is a little bit elongated. So I'm going to have to tweak the flash and see if we can increase that. Okay, so what I did, I went outside and I increased the flash power to 1/2. This flash goes in increments from 1/64th power all the way up to full power. So right now the flash, it was at 1/8 power and it wasn't bright enough because we are emulating the sun, so it does need to be bright. So I've turned it up to 1/2 power, and so we're going to take another shot of it here. And that's much better. Okay, so we got our power adjusted right and we got our light in position, and all we got to do now is take the picture from the angle that we like the best. So I'm just going to snap off a couple shots here and there and see which one is best that I like. I'm just changing my focusing point because the camera, when I try to focus directly on the light shade, there's not enough contrast and it just hunts. So I have to focus on this part right here. And I think I kind of like that one the best. Okay, so we are in Lightroom now, and wanted to show you a couple pictures. This one here is the first one where we wanted to make sure there was no ambient light in the shot. This is without the flash. The only thing showing up was this little reflection of the constant light for the videos. Second picture showed the, what was it, 1/16 of a power, and it was too dark. And this is the picture that I've decided on editing. It's still a little bit too dark for my liking, so we'll go through some of those things. And another thing that I noticed, that my orange gel did not make everything look orange. It just made everything look the same color. So we can fix that as well. First thing I'm going to do is crop everything to be straight up and down. I should have been on a tripod for this, but I was just being lazy. So we'll level that off. We'll clip some of that shadow out there. Bring some of that down like that. So there's that. So first thing I want to do is brighten it up a little bit. So we'll do our exposure a little bit. The thing about editing, a lot of it is just playing with these little sliders till you like what you see. See, that's what happens when you play with the highlights. Probably not going to mess with that a whole lot. Turn the warmth up. That's probably another thing I should have did, set the white balance on my camera at 5600, because that is what the flash temperature puts out, and now it looks orange like a sunset. So that was that problem. That was my fault, messing up by not manually setting the white balance on my camera. So I'll go down a little bit more. Increase the vibrance just a little bit. Saturate just a little bit. And let's play with our orange channel a little bit. So there's the hue of the orange. We can go from make it really red to really yellow. If we double click back on that, it takes it back. I'm going to leave the hue alone. Let's see what red does. Okay, red does absolutely nothing because we had an orange gel on there. So all these channels really don't do anything, just the orange. I think I want to saturate the orange just a little bit more. And then luminance is how bright it appears. So I can take it darker, or I can take it up. I think I like it like that. There's a little bit of yellow into, we'll leave it alone. Okay, and sometimes you hit a before and after. And you can check your work. I'm going to see if maybe if I warm it up a little bit more. No, I don't like it. I think I'm good with that. Makes it look like a sunset shining through. We're going to deepen the orange a little bit more towards the red tones. What happens in, ooh, okay. Saturated there. How about that? That looks good to my eye. Like I said, editing, a lot of editing is all about what looks good to your eye. So that's how we do that. So next thing we'll do now, we'll just export it. And so I totally screwed that video up. The whole point of the video was to be simulating a sunset through a window. My windows have crossbars, and that was part of the essence of the scene that I saw that I wanted to recreate. When I was looking at my pictures, there was no crossbar. So it's just like a plain light. There was no point of having the flash all the way outside. I could have just set it up in the room. So that was me being an idiot. This is my first YouTube video, so I'm obviously a mess. I'm nervous. I just wanted to show you how I created a photograph, what my thought process was, and what my inspiration was for such a picture. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button because they will get better as I get more used to talking to the camera. And thank you.